Hi, I'm Dr. Shikha Sharma, the founder of Vedique Protocol, a protocol which is based on integration of modern nutrition, modern medical science, and philosophies and wisdom of Vedic ancient nutrition. The three together form the Vedique Protocol. Today I'm going to be talking about what are a simple difference between a Vedic diabetic diet and a modern nutrition diabetic diet. So fundamentally in modern nutrition diabetic diet, the focus is on glycemic index. That means foods which have a low glycemic index are preferred over foods which have a high glycemic index. High glycemic index foods are potato, rice, bread, sugar, fruit juices, and all these products which are having a high glycemic index. And foods which have a low glycemic index, for example, you have whole grains, those are low glycemic. Vegetables, those are low glycemic. So these products are preferred. In some cases, fruits like, for example, oranges or banana is not recommended in diabetics, whereas because it has a high glycemic index. Now let's compare the standard diabetic diet of low GI or low glycemic index with what the Vedic diabetic diet is going to look like. First thing, in a Vedic diabetic diet, it will not be one diet for all diabetics. No, it will be different diets, even if it's a diabetic diet, for different type of body types of diabetics. For example, you could have a Vata diabetic, which means that in their bodies air is in imbalance, it's excess air. There could be a Pitta diabetic, which means in their bodies there's excess fire. And there could be a Kapha diabetic, which means in their bodies there is excess of water and earth element. Now, if these three are diagnosed according to their Prakriti or the body type or the bioenergy, in a Vata diabetic, the emphasis would be on giving natural oils in a greater quantity. For example, raw salads will not be given straight away, but a salad dressing of olive oil or something similar would be added, which lubricates and decreases the air element. Similarly, a lot of lentils or beans will not be advised because they imbalance and increase the air element. And if the air element is already imbalanced in the diabetic, then it will push the body further into diabetes. So instead of giving something like a beans, which is otherwise low glycemic index, they would be given something which is high in fire energy rather than in air energy. Like egg might be given, or for example, some other vegetables might be given which have a balance of fire and air. So something like a cauliflower, which is more air element, may not be given, and something like, for example, foods which have a low air energy might be given. Now let's look at a diabetic diet of a fire imbalance person. So in a diabetic which has more of fire imbalance, they will not be given foods which have high fire element like coffee, like hot peppers, spices. Even if they are low glycemic, they will not be given. They may not be given foods which are more of meats, because meat has more of fire in it, and if the body already has more of fire energy, that means if more meat is given to that diabetic, it may damage the kidney because the fire damages the kidney. The third kind of diabetic is the water and earth imbalance diabetic. In this case, they would be suggested to have more of dry elements, like for example, have beans, have more of vegetables, have more of salads, have more of herbs which help in detoxifying the body, like triphala, like Indian gooseberry. So a Kapha diabetic, the focus is on exercises, salads, on having more elements which have a higher fire element like egg perhaps. In a fire diabetic, cooling herbs are given, like for example, licorice might be given, or for example, herbs like vegetables like cucumbers might be given. So in a fire diabetic, the emphasis is on controlling the imbalance of the fire so that the body can go back to its optimal insulin level. And in the air diabetic, the emphasis is on giving regular small meals and not allowing the body for the air element to become vitiated. So this kind of super personalization exists in Vedic diet or a Vedic diabetic diet or a Vedic cholesterol diet, and this super personalization does not exist in a normal, regular, low glycemic index diet. So what is the outcome? Of course, with both the diets, the outcome will be there. But in a Vedic diabetic diet, the whole body will become healthy. Just blood sugar control will not be there only. That will be there, but there will be a plus of a better skin, better hair, age reversal, and all other organs becoming healthy, because it's a comprehensive diet for the human organism and not limited just to one body part. And that is why Vedic diet is comprehensive.